What's up, everyone? Welcome to Third Street Reactions. I'm James.
I'm Shane.
Zakk.
We're here today to react to Jupiter's Legacy, brand new trailer that just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know much about it.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
It was a comic book. Do you know anything about it? Have you heard of it?
Nope. Well, what is it? Is it going to be a Netflix series? Yeah.
Netflix,
Yes.
yeah.
I did see where they were comparing it to The Boys.
Okay.
Because they were trying to make those comparisons.
Well, maybe-
Because The
maybe-
Boys has, right now, Amazon's got The Boys.
I love The Boys, and if they're trying to compete, then good.
well, competition's
Always good.
It's healthy.
It's very healthy, for sure.
Heck yeah.
So, the only thing I know about this is my boy Matt Lanter on Twitter said, hey, check out this new thing I'm in. Yeah. And I love Matt Lanter. I love him in Timeless. It's one of my favorite shows that got canceled on NBC. Of course, it gets canceled on NBC. And he plays the voice of Anakin Skywalker as well in the Clone Wars.
Hell yeah.
That being said, I have no idea what this is about. You guys want to jump in?
Let's jump in.
Jump. I was going to jump in. Jump.
Don't you remember the island? And what we had to do to earn these powers?
Jesus.
90 years. 90 years. What do we have to show for it?
We've made a different show. What was Dad like when he was younger?
Nothing. You're a rabble bastard.
The man I knew was never at home when I was a kid. Too busy saving the world.
Do you love those?
Yeah.
Brandon, Chloe, everything you do is a reflection on this family. You have to be the ideal.
No one can live up to the ideal.
Wow.
Not even Dad.
They're not even close to being ready. And I'm doing everything I can to keep this family from falling apart.
Well, it's not working.
Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve.
Damn you! You protect your country. They call you a hero.
The world is changing. So I guess we're gonna have to change with it.
I don't know whether I can do this anymore. I do the right thing. Somebody dies. I do the wrong thing. Somebody dies.
That's cool.
So what would you do if you were the one calling the shots?
That was our reaction. That was a damn good trailer, I thought.
I mean, it looked really good. Special effects were cool. I found it interesting.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't blown away, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. You know, it's interesting because it's not linked to Marvel or
DC.
DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not linked to either of those. So I wonder who.
It's always hard to compare with those.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't think a major movie studio. I'm trying to think of what Marvel or DC. What else is there that is so huge and that a big major studio can do
Well,
in
the
a
only
way
other
that's
thing I can think of that's had been successful has been Ninja Turtles, which is not either.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. To me,
It's
this.
Image, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Nickelodeon owns it now. I know that, and it's IDW.
Who owned it when the first movie
Well,
aired?
when the first movie
And when
aired,
Eastman and Laird.
I think they still independently owned it for a few years,
Okay.
and then it was eventually.
Well, no, but it was published through.
Well, their first 10 issues were self-published. I think it was. I don't know. I don't want to say Mirage.
It's Mirage.
Is Mirage? Don't they? Is it Mirage?
I don't know, but
I
either
think-
way,
yeah.
the fucking Ninja Turtles are a good example of something that was not Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
successful.
And Hellboy, kind of, right?
Don't get me started on Hellboy.
Well, I like the first couple. I didn't see the newest one, even though I like that guy. But
I liked a lot of the actors, but I think both of them just what made Hellboy cool was it was very much treated in the comics in a lot of ways like classic horror.
Yeah.
And they didn't bring either of those to either
Scariness.
movies.
You figured Del Toro would
They're
do
just
that.
dark.
Yeah.
Dark.
Yeah.
Very dark, and I don't know how to explain it other than to read it because a lot of that is bound up with Mignola's artwork.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the films just brought in an excessive amount of humor. I really like Ron Perlman. I like Guillermo del Toro a lot.
Yeah.
So I ain't bitching about that. I just think that they just...
And the end didn't come together the right way.
No, I mean, you have this beautiful imagery in Mignola's artwork in the original comics.
Yeah.
That just does not transfer well to the big screen, which happens.
Okay. Yeah,
And then
it's a good point.
A lot of that too is lost. So I just think a lot of things were lost, and I just was a little disappointed with it.
Man, Ron Perlman, that motherfucker's got a big old melon, doesn't he?
Hey, me too.
Yeah, if I had that head full of cores, I'd be a millionaire.
Yeah,
for sure, man. But yeah, it's hard. Anytime you have a superhero show that's not linked, I think, to the big two.
It can be, yeah. Because I mean, right now, like there's power, and honestly, like Superman, Batman, they're so big and iconic, and honestly, like
they're easy sells.
Yeah, and a lot of things are versions of that. You know what I mean? Like, I love The Boys, but it's a version of kind of like, like, I don't say classic heroes. It's a version of kind of familiar heroes that we know now.
But it's also I don't know how to put it, I don't know the exact eloquent language, but it's a treatment of the superhero culture.
Yeah.
Pop culture, society. It's taking that and trying to turn it on its head, making it
and that's what makes
violent.
it. That's what makes it good. But like, yeah, in this, okay, so this it seems like to me, and you guys could say, hey, maybe it spoke differently to you. I feel like it was about their children trying to fill in the shoes of
legacy.
Yeah, the children trying to fill in the shoes of their adults who used to be big ass kickers. You know, the children are heroes now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're not quite getting it done.
Not quite getting it done.
Which honestly is, I think we all can relate to that timeless story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and those are always interesting to tell. You know what I mean? I think it was Josh Duhamel, the guy who plays the old patriarch guy.
What's he from?
Oh, yeah. The guy that was in the trailer with the long gray hair, yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the, and he was one of the heroes Transformers. Like the first couple, maybe the first three.
Well, I stopped watching after the first one, so.
Yeah, I think he's definitely in the first one. He's like one of the main characters besides Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
To me, it felt much different than The Boys. I personally like the way the boys feel. I don't know why.
No, I do too. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how this is. But I definitely interested, and I definitely want to watch this.
We're taking a step back from what The Boys gave us because The Boys is very visceral, very in your face.
Oh yeah.
This looks like it could appeal.
This is taking a step back to normal superhero viewers, superhero fans.
Yeah.
Where it might be taking different directions in storytelling, but as far as the overall story, the overall feel, it's going back to what makes Marvel popular and that kind of shit.
No, you're right. So one thing Christopher Nolan talks about when I was watching some documentaries about when they did Dark Knight Rises, is when they did Dark Knight Rises, like him and the writers, Jonathan Nolan and the other guy, Chris Terrio, we talked about, it's always easy to think about blowing the balloon up, making it bigger, but they just almost shifted genres. And just instead of going up, you go right or left.
Yeah.
So this looks like it's going to appeal to more people. Like, I love The Boys, but sometimes they're trying to say, hey, this is not for kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sakes, one of the characters fucked a dolphin in it. So, yeah.
No, you're right. But, like, sometimes I think that's, like, real on the nose. This is the kind of show we are.
Right.
Yeah.
This, I don't think it's trying to do that, but it doesn't mean it can't be good. It doesn't look like it's going to be Iron Man or Batman or Superman. It looks like it's going to be his own thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, I think it looks cool. I want to see more for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't got too much else to say.
No.
All right, guys, I think that's it. So,
all right, thanks everyone for coming back. If you like us, like and subscribe. If you don't, you won't see it.
Subscribe to our Instagram.
No.
what has to be?
I'm finished.
God damn it.
God damn it.